If you are feeling lost in your life, if you are feeling like that your life is meant for bigger things, that your life is not meant for what your life currently looks like, then you are in the right place. Because at age of 35, I was in the same situation. I felt like my life was lost. And even though on the outer side, everything looked perfect, but I hated everything about my life. I hated the job that I was doing. I hated the way that I was living. I didn't like anything about myself, but I made a change. I found something inside of me telling every single day that you are not born to live this way. There gotta be a bigger purpose in life. But at that time, I didn't know what it was. And I failed many times in life, but I decided that I wanted to make a change. In this video, I am going to talk about what is our true purpose. And for this video, there's so much wisdom inside of them. When I was going through that time of my life where I wanted to make a decision. And let me tell you, that wasn't the first time that I wanted to make that decision. I wanted to make that decision from the day when I started my corporate journey. That was 12 years ago, or maybe earlier than that. I wish this exercise we should have given in our universities, in our actually schools, because how do we decide a career? I don't know about you, but I was definitely influenced by the people around me, what they were doing, like doctor, lawyer, engineer, and MBA, and that's pretty much it. There was no other career. This is how we choose career. We get either influenced by somebody or we think that career makes a good money, so we should follow that. There's nothing wrong with any of them. The problem is we do not evaluate what we truly want, why our soul came on this earth, what is our true purpose. This video is going to be a little bit of practical approach. So I want you to pause in this video, bring your pen and paper, because I want you to do this exercise with me. And I am going to share the questions, the things that I went through when I wanted to make a change, and exact questions I am going to share with you. And those really help me to find my North Star, and hopefully it is going to help you as well. One of the first things that really moved me, that made a huge difference, and I'm so glad I asked myself, and which is something that we don't ask, and that is, what would your life look like if you continue the same path? So whatever you are doing at this moment, whatever you are doing in your life, whatever career you have, whatever decisions you have, relationship, everything. If you continue this path, how your life would look like from 3 years to from 5 years and to 10 years. And I wrote down, if I continue this path, I would become, in 5 or 6 years, I said that, become a director for HR because I was in HR, and I will live unfulfilled life because I do not enjoy the work that I do. It would still be a drag. Sunday still be a drag. Monday would be still a drag for me. This feel really scary. It almost feel like a scared dream. Wow. I'm not surprised because I think my response today is still the same. If I would have continued the same path, yes, I would have climbed the corporate ladder. Yes, everything would have looked good from the outside, but inside, I truly think the feelings are the same. I would be crumbling inside and I would feel the same. And I'm so glad I did this exercise, because a lot of times when we say that we are stuck in our life, we're never clear. What do you mean by stuck? And this is why I want you to pause and write down what would happen if you continue your life the way that you are living. It could be relationship, it could be health, it could be your money, it could be your career, anything. If you continue this path, how your life would look like 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years. And now let's move on to the next question. The next question is, what would your life look like if you change, or if you don't live the way that you are living? Wow, that is beautiful. And I said that if I don't live the way that I'm living right now, I wanted to do something that would help and motivate people to achieve their goals. Wow. This is crazy. And honestly, I didn't know at that time that I would be making YouTube videos. I know the YouTube was always back in my mind. I am really passionate about making YouTube videos. But at that time, I didn't know that was something that I wanted to do. But I'm actually surprised at myself that I knew it. Motivate people to achieve their goals and make impact in their life. This is amazing. This is amazing. And this is what I tell a lot of people. I just had a one-on-one call with this coaching call with one of the women, and I said that to her. She was in early 30s. She wasn't sure about that what she was doing in her life. And I said that sometimes we may not be as clear what we want to do in our life, but we know the feelings. We know deep down what do we truly care about? What are our true values? The problem is in a day-to-day life, we just see things on a very surface level and we forget to look deep into our lives. What do we really care about? And I'm so glad I did that exercise because at that time I didn't know what I'll be doing 2 years from now. But now, reading back to my journal, and I'm so happy that I made this decision. Again, pause this video, write down if you were to make a one change about anything about your life, how would your life would look like? What would you like to do? And the next question is, what would people say at my funeral? This is actually a great exercise. And a lot of times we just think about our funeral, we think about our death is something that in far in the future, but we actually don't realize our life is not that long. Our death is inevitable. And we are just thinking that we have a lot of time. We can do a lot of things later. We put things off. By the way, if you have not watched video, that is going to open your mind and open your understanding about the time and how the life is, then I am going to link right here. Hope you are watch it after this video. Anyways, going back to the question, think about it. What do you want your people to say at your funeral? What would you say? Now think about your friends, think about all the relationship that you will have in your life. Think about your partner, think about the family, think about your relationship, everybody. What would they say about you at your funeral? And I wrote down, and I didn't know anything, that she always helped people. She's a very authentic, genuine person. She motivated me to change my life. She gave me the direction in life. Because of her, I found my true North Star. This is crazy. This is crazy. I have written this thing down 2 years ago. I didn't have YouTube channel. I wasn't doing personal development growth type of a video. I was posting things about like outfits because I didn't know what I really wanted to do. And I am so surprised reading my own answers, like how universe bring back everything to you. And that Ankita was lost in her life. She didn't know what she want. She wasn't this confident I am sitting in front of you. But she knew what she want people to say at her funeral. And now if you're thinking that you feel like you are lost, you cannot say anything, you have no idea what do you want, I am going to say this to you, that close your eyes, visualize your funeral, and write down all the things that you want people to say about you. And don't be scared to write any big things. Don't be scared to write a big dreams. Don't be scared to write the big feelings. And this is where we get sometimes scared. And this is where sometimes we need to be more honest when we are writing these things. Next question I have is, if I had all the money in the world, what would I do with my time? What would I do with my life? Wow, it's crazy. And I said that I would spread mental health awareness. I would help people how to achieve their goal. I would tell them, please do not waste your time, how habits and make a big impact on them. I would help them and talk about maybe manifesting. It's crazy. I said that maybe because at that time I didn't know what I truly want to do. And I want you to close your eyes and visualize if you had all the money in the world. The money is not a problem. You are not choosing a career based on the money. You're choosing your career because that satisfies your soul. So now speak to your soul and ask your soul this question. What would you do if you have all the money in the world? And I really want you to write down that answer in the comment section, because I truly believe you are going to shock yourself with the answer. The amount of answers that's going to come within you, you will be so surprised that, wow, you didn't know that dream you had in your heart. I want you to write down, if you're brave enough, write down that dream in the comment section. I would love to hear that. The next question I have, what would you do if you know that you are going to fail in your life? That's great. That is amazing. So imagine if I'm telling you that you are going to become a failure in your life. You're not going to achieve anything. But still, what would you do with your time? What would you do with your life if you are not going to make money out of it? All the time we think about the money, which is amazing, great. We all need a money. I'm not against it. But the question is, what would you do if you know that you are going to fail at things? What would you do? I said that I would still motivate people to achieve their goals. And that's the one line I have. That's it. And I truly agree. If till this date, this statement is true. If this YouTube channel, it's taking off right now, thanks to all you. But imagine if nothing is happening. And that I was doing. I made over 220 videos and I never thought about it. What if this is never going to take off? Because the point of making my YouTube video is still exactly the same. I would still continue make this videos because I want to empower every single person, because I know when you make a change in your life can be so much beautiful. You don't have to live a small life. And this is the true point for this video. Now, if you are feeling lost in your life, if you feel like that you don't know what is your purpose, then I want you to pause and do this exercise with me. I truly believe you are going to find your North Star. If I can change my life at age of 35, then anyone can. Because at that time, everybody was just climbing the corporate ladder, and I would have continued that. If I would have continued, I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you and speaking to you. So now answer all these questions, because I don't want you to watch this video as in like entertainment. You watch these videos, you are getting your dopamine hit, and now you are turning it off, and now you're just getting all distracted. I want you to pause and really do this exercise with me. And the next question that I am going to give you, what is the one fearless dream that you have? Think about all your big dreams. Think about anything that you want to do in your life, knowing that you are not going to fail. And this is crazy. At that time, I knew that I wanted to start my business. Now I'm owner of Inkara. At Inkara, I make empowering products for the kids. At that time, I didn't know what I wanted to start. And I said that launch a business that would empower mothers. I said that, or kids. Wow. And I said that I would launch a aesthetic product, because I'm a very aesthetic person, and I would make a product for mental health awareness. That is actually true. That is actually true, because I suffer with anxiety, depression myself a lot. And I really, really wanted to make a product for mental health. And this is why I come up with Inkara product. But think of this way. If I've never written that dream, I would have never launched my brand. If I've never written that, what would people say at my funeral, I would never know what I really want. If I never written what would my life look like if I continue the same path, I wouldn't be here. So I really want you to take this practice seriously. Write things down. Write it. Do without any other's influence, just pure from your heart. You don't have to share, just write it down. And I'm so sure that this is going to help you. I hope anyone who is feeling lost in their life and they're looking for hope, this video finds them. If you know anyone who is feeling low in their life, if you know anyone that you think can benefit from this video, I would love for you to share this video with them. And if you want to know how I changed my life at age of 35, then you are going to enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching.